Hello, Nolu. Hello, Wanda.
Hello, sir.
Hello, Kiwi.
Hello, sir.
Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to discuss our plan of action and the products, right? So number one, what we're going to do is I'm only going to focus on 3 products, right? We are going to do our ebook. So number one, what is the ebook about? The ebook is for those who cannot attend our classes, and it's meant who has the book has been written for mechanics, auto electricians, and guys who would like to get started with automotive electronics but don't know where to get started or what direction to start off with. Wonder, it is also meant, the book has not just been written, it's been based on my personal experience, what I've done in business, and how we could get started with automotive electronics, right? As we all know, in South Africa at the moment, opportunities are scarce. So we need to look at problems and develop solutions that can turn those problems into money, right? Now, what I've done with the book is I have looked at certain key skills that can be monetized quickly, especially aimed at mechanics, auto electricians, workshop owners, because they already have the clientele and they will have the quickest chance to success. So also, if I look at the price point of the book, it's 1,500 Rand, and it comes with some files, some version files. If I look at my costing of what I paid for those files when I bought those files years ago, the price of the book exceeds the value of the files. Right? The price of the files exceeds the value of the book. And the thing is, the book is meant for guys, people who have fire, people who want to make money, who want to succeed in life. It's not meant for the lazy buggers out there. If you're lazy, don't buy the book. If you're looking for a 100% guaranteed solution, do not buy any of our products. Because our products are aimed at entrepreneurs, business individuals who don't want to sit at home and sit and cry about the economy and this and that and the other. Our products are designed and aimed at people who want to get up and go and seize opportunity. But you also need to put the work in behind it. It is not just going to magically appear. You have to put the effort behind it. I can tell you what I done. You can take what I done and add your creativity to it, and you are guaranteed to make something. You're guaranteed. Tibi is busy with one job on a 7 GV ECU, right, Nolo? He's going to make that 1,500 Rand from that one job, okay? So, and he's getting a box for that, in exchange for that as well. So that there gets the ball rolling for him. So it's 1,500 Rand. He solves the client's problem. The client, he's got a guaranteed solution for his client, right? Now, it's a fair price point. That client is not going to find, if that client goes and buys that ECU elsewhere, he's not going to pay 1,500 Rands. He might pay 1,500 Rands, but then he's going to need that ECU to be coded, aligned, or coded, or decoded, right? So for him, it's a win-win situation. We also sit with another ECU that you can solve, sort out, and then you have something that you can sell. And if you look at the amount of our youth, you just graduated from varsity now, Wanda, you know the circumstances in our country. So we have to use what we have up here to feed ourselves. If we do not do that, we're going to go hungry. So that brings us to that's our first product there. And with that product as well, for those of you who don't have the 1,500 Rand, you can contact us, say, Nolu, Jerome, look here, I can get you clients. If you can get us clients, you can become an affiliate of ours. We out here for business. We're here to improve people's lives So with us improving somebody's life, both of us need to make money. Okay, it's a win-win situation. That is what we're aiming for. And with any one of our products, you could go out there, you could look the material for you, you can go out, you can study, you can spend hours online, and you'll be able to learn. For those of you who really don't have money but want to pursue this, go out there. There are free YouTube channels. You can go and watch videos on electronics. You can go and watch videos on computers. It all depends on what you put into it. With our products, what our products do is our products, how do I put this? Our products is aimed to shorten the distance between you and getting paid. So as a business, if you look at today, this here is the amount. These are the things that Nolu has booked in here. These are things that are waiting on repairs, right? If we finish all those, if we push all those jobs out, that is in the region of about 100,000 rands, those jobs there. All right? Okay, there's also another Isuzu ECU here as well, right? But that's in a perfect world. In a perfect world, we'll be able to push those things out one time. But in a not so perfect world, there is a whole lot of things that will go to getting that repair in and out quickly. So what we are doing with our next product, so our next product is aimed at entrepreneurs who want to start off with key coding, key programming, etc. So with that product, we give you the skill. We've also developed our platform, our online platform that is designed at shortening that distance in between when that job gets booked in and that job goes out, right? So we've incorporated some AI into it. We are taking our personal experience. So with that and with those procedures, it will shorten the time between when something gets booked in and it leaves, right? And we are also going to address things. We're going to look at stuff like Nola will look at. She will explain to you why certain jobs are profitable and other jobs not. We look at the time frame that it takes for us to solve the problem. Not every job is a profitable job because some jobs will use up a lot of your time. Resources. Now with you, Wanda, where you come into play, we're going to redesign our basic electronics lessons. We need to redesign the electronics lessons as well as the computing lessons. Many of the guys in this industry do not want to learn about computers. But if you look at that Volvo CEM that we were busy with, Nolo, we needed a password to access the data on that CEM. We had files that we needed to put onto that CEM. We were unsure which files went where, what was D-flash, because we didn't name those files. But you could resolve to things, so you can go and look at the size, 768 kilobytes, that was the P-flash. So you need to know things like bits, bytes, and kilobytes. In the past, we would send you elsewhere to do a basic computing course. But what I'm looking at doing now is I am going to try to integrate, when we teach you something on key coding, we will try to integrate things like understanding the use of a browser, understanding a lot of the guys do not know how to open up files, they don't know how to create files. So in those lessons, Nolu, say for example now in the Ford Bantam lesson, when you're programming a Ford Bantam key, one of the things that it is going to do is it's going to generate another file. So when you're saving that file, I will include questions in there on how to save the file, what format the file is saved in, so that it will also teach you about creating folders, creating directories, at the same time as you are learning how to program that key. Okay, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say, guys. And also with our electronics lessons, the reason we are revamping the electronics lessons, we most courses will teach you what a transistor is, but they won't show you how it is applied in real world situations, right? You see, I've given you that power steering controller to see if you could. For me, I can pick that up quickly. I can see where the power supply section of that unit is, because that is why we got the boost and buck converters in our lesson there. So instead of showing them a boost and a buck converter circuit on its own, we will base that on. We want to take something where they will actually encounter that boost or buck converter.
Yeah, because you're not always going to find like the perfect components for.
No, yes, we could take off the shelf components and show them off like traditional breadboard style learning, but it's difficult for them to apply that in the real world. So what we're going to try and do is, so first now you started with the pictures, collecting all the pictures that we need, and those pictures we're going to base the entire lessons on actual ECUs. So if for example with your diodes, you can use that ME, that Bantam, that Ford Bantam, that Medtronic ECU. The protection diode in there is quite a massive diode in that on the supply section of that ECU. So you cannot miss it.